I think the drug of the masses is social media at this moment. Mm-hmm. So when you have that selfish ambition, I'm attempting to get my bag. So this is what it looks like with me not sleeping. Do you know sleep?
I need that.
You gotta wake up at 4 o'clock.
Get your rest.
Sir, I'm going to bed. I need that. I'm waking up at 9. Okay? And I'm taking up at 1. You know, but it is the constant pursuit which keeps us in a state of selfish ambition because it's no longer the mission. It is no longer the wanting to help. It is what can I do to line my pockets so I can flex.
Hey everyone, welcome to Seated with Strangers podcast, where I bring strangers together to have conversations about the things that we should, but we don't. So I'm your host, Shivawn. I'm gonna allow the ladies to introduce themselves, and then I'm gonna give a little spill about y'all.
All right, who's going first?
It don't matter.
We rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh gosh.
Hello. Hi, my name is Melissa. Melissa Daughtry. I'm a pro makeup artist located here in 757 area of Hampton Roads, Virginia. Been a pro makeup artist for about 10 years. My makeup anniversary was April?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I am a mompreneur. I have many businesses. Outside of that too, I am a substitute teacher. And yeah, I got caught in the classroom for the last 20 days of school. So, wow. Yeah. So that's something else. So yeah, outside of doing makeup, I specialize in, timeless beauty for the everyday woman. I do bridal, no special effects. So don't ask me for any gore, bloody stuff. I don't do that. But yeah, that's my superhuman power. I'm a mom of 1 beautiful boy, AJ. He'll be 11. Been married for 20 years. Shucks. We've been together 23 years. Married for 17. And yeah, I'm excited to be.
I'm glad you're here. We're doing a redo. We can say that. We're doing a redo.
We're doing a redo.
Yes.
Okay.
My name is Dominicka. I'm a photographer, and I am also a new self-published author of a book called Purposefully Single. It's a 30-day devotional for single women to walk in purpose with God. And also, what I do for work is basically I minister the gospel around the world with a nonprofit, just advocating about, Jesus and helping the poor. And that's basically what I do. Outside of that, I'm just outside taking pictures.
Come on outside.
Living the single life.
Outside.
Yeah, outside.
We outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so this episode is going to be about selfish ambition. But before we get into selfish ambition, all right, y'all haven't been, and neither has Tina. Tina's behind the camera. But none of y'all have been to the dinner parties for Seated with Strangers. So it's the same thing. I bring strangers together over dinner. I have conversation cards. My conversation cards, I have to say, are pretty lit. They give, because I feel like sometimes we have too surface conversation with each other. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like sometimes we can go deep too quick.
Sure.
So we give up a balance. But the reason why it's over dinner is because I feel like growing up, for me, my dad did not play, and my mom. We're going to eat dinner at the dinner table. Like, if you go to their house right now, you're going to be eating dinner at the dinner table. And they got in a little bit more loose over the years as far as, not having the TV on. But there was a span of time my dad was like, no TV on, we're going to talk to each other. And I would be looking like,
what are we doing?
What are we talking about? We got to do this? Right. But now I appreciate it because social media, I feel like we do a lot of assuming and we don't communicate. And so I brought y'all something to try. Tina, you're trying it too.
I like tasty things.
Yeah, so, okay. Y'all can pick what you want.
Wait, which one is which?
So I'm going to tell you what it is. So we have strawberry crunch So I went to the farmer's market today.
I love the farmer's market.
Yes. So I went to the farmer's market today. And, the strawberry's so good. Okay. So you have strawberry crunch. You have banana, what is that called? Banana pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it? It's okay.
Yes.
And then the other one, I can't remember what they said, but I'm going to let y'all pick which one you want. And then I am going to tell you where I got it from, and we're going to try it. So the only rule, do y'all watch Keep Lean?
Yes.
Yeah, I will say. So my only rule is, of course, we're going to be honest about what we think about it. However, we're not going to be rude. Like, if we don't love it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pass it this way, and I'm going to give y'all a napkin. We don't have to eat it all on camera, but I do want y'all to get it. And I also do have macaroon. I'm going to try the macaroon because I've never had a macaroon in my life.
Really?
No. You got it? Here, here's a napkin.
Gotta push it up at the bottom.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's a
Okay.
napkin.
The tart, I don't know. Should I do the tart?
And I'll hold it for you so you can pick it up. Okay.
Just because I don't like banana.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so now I gotta get it because you don't like banana.
Mm-hmm.
And I like banana.
Tina, which one you want? You wanted a banana. You can respond.
I didn't touch
I
it.
did one. I wanted, yeah, but I was gonna get.
Okay, so then I'll get the
Try the tart.
tart.
Or if you wanted the strawberry, get the strawberry.
It's that Lord bless your heart. Nobody touching you. Never put it.
Should have said something.
I was praying.
Like, should we just, like, eat it as a whole or eat the strawberry and then?
I don't know. Tina, do you want to try the banana now?
Because I'm, like, torn between
You know,
just want to eat the strawberry.
You can
first.
I think I'm gonna eat the strawberry first, and then I'm gonna do the
cake.
then I'm gonna do the cake. Did you know the proper way to eat a cupcake is to like
Okay, we'll
break
do
it and then put the bottom on the top, make it like a sandwich?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think I want to make it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
It's
because I can try the
But we're
macaroni.
going to be a little messy.
Okay, so while y'all are doing that, I am going to tell y'all where I did get it from, though. And I want to say it right because they were really nice. So I met the baker. Her name is, the name of it, I believe, is Janelle Cakes. And her name is Janelle.
Mm-hmm.
On Saturdays, they are at the East Beach Farmers Market. And on Sundays, they're at the Harvest Market. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Saturdays, they're at the East Beach Farmers Market. Listen, the market was booming. It was a lot going on.
The market was marketing.
Yeah, it was. So I'm going to try the macaron because I've never had a macaron. How do y'all feel about the cupcake?
I'm about to get into it.
Okay. Tina, how you feel about the...
So far, so good. I'm messing with whipped cream top.
So I got the macaron.
My baby loves macaroni.
I've never had it.
I don't like macaroni. It's disgusting.
I'm trying not to be cute. Because usually.
You want another napkin?
But I think it's like
Yes,
certain
please.
ones that you get, like,
That's
because
true.
like not all of them are the same.
Yeah.
Listen.
And depending on where you get it from.
Oh, good.
Is it good? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Banana pudding is good.
It looks like it has real
Mm-hmm.
fruit in the middle
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to just a filling.
They said this is one of their best sellers. I think this is the raspberry.
Oh.
And if y'all don't want to finish, eat all of it. You can stick it back in here.
It's actually pretty good.
It has
Not-
filling in it.
Not something I would like
Eat all the time.
eat all the time,
Mhm.
but like once
On
in a
occasion.
blue moon, yeah. I told you it's gonna be messy.
You need more napkins. No. That macaron.
We're just gonna make
They got a thumbs up for me.
That macaron was good, and I've never had it. Yeah.
What would you rate it?
Mm.
I'm gonna beat mine.
I would say my first time having it, so I don't have anything to compare it to. I would give it a 7.5. because I like the outside of it. I was expecting, because I've never had a macaroni, so y'all tell me. I was expecting it to be like soft.
Okay.
So
not hard.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it wasn't like too hard. It was just right. So I didn't want it to be.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be like, I don't know, squishy.
Mm.
So, but then the fruit inside was just enough.
Okay.
And it was a good amount of sugar. Tina, your banana pudding was great.
I give it a 10.
Tina gives the banana pudding a 10.
Yes, I do. It started out right.
You want more napkin?
Whipped cream topping.
Was it good?
Yes.
I think
I
I'm
feel
not,
like I'm
not
toddler.
a cream person.
So I'm not either. I'm not
So
a
it's
big.
like a little too much for
Okay.
me.
Mm-hmm.
A little less. And the cake itself, I think
I'll take care.
it could have been a little more moist.
Okay.
How's the jaw?
So
you should.
Yeah.
Well, my mom, she makes the most soft, delicious, moist cupcakes.
So we need your mom to like.
So
To
when
look us
she
up. To do
when
some
she
cooking.
makes cupcake, it's like melts in your mouth. And so when I eat other people's cupcakes, I'm like, it ain't
You're
good
comparing.
enough. I'm already comparing.
You're already judging them based on.
I know, and I'm like,
Cupcakes are always the best.
Yeah.
I know, and it's like I just feel like my mama did like she can.
What was that?
But it was
But give her, because I don't want you to be on the camera with cake on your mouth. Both of y'all.
I'm trying to see if it's in my coach up. I'm happy. When I tell you, am I good? No, that's my mouth.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're good now.
Okay. I'll give it a 8.5 because this was probably by far the messiest cupcake y'all right.
I told you it was gonna be nasty.
Oh my gosh.
I needed a fork.
Yeah.
I thought about that. I was like, I should have brought fork.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. No, you're
Next
fine.
time I'll bring fork.
But it was so good.
The next time,
Mm.
so my plan is to continue to patronize small businesses. Because I think we do a lot of chain, and to just reinforce community, even with the dinner parties, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't try to do chain at all.
That's good.
Yeah, so thank you. Because I told you, well, I didn't tell y'all. You good?
I got strawberry on me.
Uh-huh.
But it's fruit, so I'm not pressed. If it was dyed, then I would. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we get into all things selfish ambition, I do want to ask y'all, what is one thing that this is like our icebreaker, because y'all gave y'all like politically correct who you are, on paper.
Right.
But what's one thing that you wish more people knew about you that they don't know?
Ooh. I need a second to think about that because.
But they don't know?
Yeah.
Yep. Because think about like if you met a stranger or even your friends or family, because sometimes people don't. Yeah, what's one thing you wish more people knew about you?
This is going to probably be very transparent, but also a place of where I've healed from.
Okay.
But I used to wonder if people would see me as being smart. Because I'm naturally goofy.
Okay.
And it's not so much that I play a lot, but I'm goofy. I love it here, okay? So it's like I live life on the calm.
Yeah.
I'm corny, but there's so many facets to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I love science, like just absolutely bonkers. I would fail math in school, but biology, chemistry, all of that, A's. I don't know how that worked out. It just did. It just didn't even make sense. And so, but certain things like that, I love to read. I am a bookworm if it means that I have to study something that I really, really like. I'm interested in, I hone in, and I'm up hours of the night just reading. And I just love that. I love astronomy. I love things about, the stars, the moon, and how things operate, the solar system.
Yeah.
Are there more things out there? So I have that part of me that I wonder, I used to wonder, if people think it's fun. And it used to bother me because I was like, oh, you're so funny. But I've never heard, you're so sweet.
Yeah.
So it took a big place of healing. God had to do that because, you would be I would be self-conscious, and I didn't want that, And so thank God I don't feel like I have to prove myself to other people. I just flow out here with all of my book sense and all my silly sense and my common sense. So
that's good. That's good. That's really good. I think for me, I don't know if they know this or not because I don't really say it or whatever. When I was younger, something like she said, being healed from, I struggled in school when it came to reading and math. And so for me to write a book, I'm like, I can't write a book. I can't be an author. I don't know what to say. I struggled in writing. I never liked it reading. So it's like now when I look at my life now, it's like I love reading. And I wrote a book. And so I think that's like one of the biggest things to where it's like she said, I felt like there was always this lack. That I was trying to prove that I could read and I can write and I could, what I had to say, that it was valuable, that it was necessary, that it would be inspiring to other people.
Sure.
Because I used to like battle to where it's like, well, what I say doesn't mean anything, doesn't have any worth, no value. So to get to that place as a young child and even all the way up to high school, there was like a constant battle that I was fighting. And then finally getting to my early 30s is like, oh, I wrote a book. Like it still doesn't register in my mind. It's like, you wrote a book. So when people say, oh, well, you wrote a book, and it's like, how do you feel? And I'm like, what? Like, sometimes it's like a disassociation. It's like,
I agree with you on that. I was a co-author 2 years ago in an anthology. I barely ever talk about it, or I'll forget. There's a disassociation that comes with it.
So
I agree with you.
Okay, so this is good for selfish ambition. Let me tell you why. Okay. So I am the same way. What you? I just. No. Okay. I was like, what? So I'm the same way with everything. With feeding with strangers, with the dinners, with books. I've written 2 books. I don't. Okay, disclaimer.
See?
First book, if you find it, it's on you. I don't tell people about it because that would touch it. Go. I'm telling my business a little bit too much, but I
have to get
right. I was like, hold on.
But I think it's a thing where, and I feel like we kind of condition ourselves because of social media, where it's like a checklist. Oh, okay. I don't celebrate it because I'm so focused on going to the next thing. It's like, okay, that's done. Next. That's done. Next. So I think for me, it's the same thing. I'm so driven. I'm so ambitious that I literally am always looking so far ahead at, okay, well, next. And then also this thing I think for, and I don't know if it's a Black woman thing, as well as people who are believers in Jesus. I gotta clarify. Is we have been conditioned not to celebrate ourselves because that is prideful. Because that means that you're boasting about yourself. And so for me, I think I've also had to work really hard at not diminishing what I've done. So even when people say something, I'm like, oh no, like that took time. That took your time. That took your time.
Yeah.
Your interest takes your time.
Yeah.
Like all of those things. So I think it's a combination of all these things that we say. And I just wonder, especially with this, like where we are in social media, we're all very ambitious.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we think what our interests or what we've done or who we are is so minute to the people who are online because theirs seems so grand.
But I wonder if they feel the same way that we feel.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I think it's a constant battle to really, like she said, you have the selfish ambition, and then you have pride. And you're trying to find this middle ground, the straight and narrow. It's like
balance.
The healthy balance. Like some moments I can say it was pride. And then some moments it's like it was selfish ambition. So it's like you really have to gauge in between. It's like, okay, where am I? Where's my heart? Where's my mind? If I'm in pride, let me call it out. If I'm in selfish ambition, so let me call it out. But then you have this middle ground to where it's like other focus, and it's like, no, I can appreciate the accomplishments that God has given me the ability to do.
But also, I think it goes into false humility, because that's a thing.
That's true.
Because I know that, like, depending on who I'm with, like friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I know that they are struggling with something, like they feel like they're not successful, I will diminish. I will be like, oh no, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal.
Yes.
So I recognize that because I'm trying to overcompensate by making sure that they feel okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's another thing that we do too, is like in this space of social media, we are comparing apples to oranges and all the other fruit.
Apples to kumquat. Kiwi.
Because what we do is we look at somebody who has a business and we're like, that's the pinnacle, versus somebody who might be a stay-at-home mom and they're looked at like, you're not doing anything. Listen, in these stay-at-home moms, you are the real MVP, because
that is a hard job.
Listen,
you do multiple jobs.
When I don't have any clients, when I'm not at the school, which at the school, you pick and choose when you're a substitute, right? Now I don't have a choice because, I got a contract for, a couple of weeks to help out the school. Other than that, I'm home. So there's a laundry list of things. No pun intended. But there's a laundry list of things to do. And it's just not, I need to clean.
Yeah.
It is, I am the manager
of the house,
of my home. And I am looking at things. I hear things that other people don't hear. Our hot water heater broke. And there was a steady drip. And I was the first one to say,
what is that?
And my husband, we're watching a basketball game. I don't watch basketball. But
it's amazing.
I hadn't watched basketball in years. And I honestly think this was spirit-led, God-led, because he said, go in there and watch the basketball game with Andre. And I said, and he's not paying me any attention. Y'all know why? Because they like to watch basketball game and football game.
Absolutely.
So he's in there minding his business. I'm trying to, hey baby, how you doing? My hands go, hey baby. He's like, no, watch the game, So I'm like, okay. And I hear this steady drip. And then I'm traumatized, mind you, because it happened before, 7 years prior. So hot water heaters only last about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years maybe. Write that down. So, and then is in the ceiling. Long story short, this steady drip is bugging me out. And it's not because it's in the kitchen, not because, it could have been in the bathroom. It's not rain, it's a steady drip. Where is the drip coming from? I turned the light on, there's water.
I would have been like, yeah, so let me turn around and get him.
Yeah.
The math ain't math, and I'm not a part of this.
Right, it was like water everywhere.
Come handle this,
Yeah.
please.
And so we don't know how long it but they had to cut the ceiling out and air it out.
So that's what I mean. You're the man.
Right. So I'm sitting here. So guess who has to be home?
You.
Guess who has to make sure that, So guess how many, just so many different things you have to do to make sure your house is still in order. Your family is still in order. Make sure your husband isn't bugging out because he's got to call the people. He doesn't even want to call the people. I have to call the people. So it's like different things like that. In addition to being a mom, being an entrepreneur. Heck, being myself. So stay at home moms.
Yeah, it's a
Full power to you.
listen.
Full power to you.
Y'all are okay. I'm gonna pivot really quick. But that brings up my point. So the other day I was talking to one of my friends. I will leave them nameless because I did not ask about this. But anyway, I was talking to them about we were talking about friendship, and she mentioned she was talking to one of her friends. I don't know who it is, so I can't judge you. And they said that they have a list of priorities. And friendship is number 5 on a scale of 1 to 5. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what they had, and I'm going to ask y'all how you feel. So their first one was God, second spouse, then their child, then work, and then friendship. So are we putting, and when they did it, I was like, wow, I've never thought about my priority list. Like, not literal, like in your mind and how you move. But I was like, are we okay with our friendship being after work? And I'm not talking about anything else but work. So what do y'all think? Because that goes into the show.
You're married, so I'm pretty sure you have your list, right?
I have my list. Yes.
So as a single one, I would agree with that list.
Really?
Yes, because I believe that's God's order.
Okay.
She's already answered.
So, okay, let me tell you why I said that I did not agree. Okay. I agree with 1 through 3.
So, God, spouse, child.
I do not agree with work being ahead of my friend. And let me tell you why.
Why?
I'm going to tell you why. Okay. I wear my career loosely. So,
okay.
My first thing, I was a counselor. That's why I went and got my undergrad in. Then I went and shifted because I'm really a creative. So I got my master's in screenwriting. And that delved into entrepreneurship. Sure. So when I look at this scheme of thing, I used to, and it's something I'm still trying to get better at, that used to be my identity. Yes, you need to pay your bills. Yes. Yeah. But when I look at it, I don't see work. Yes, I have to work, but I don't see that over my friend. I see that relationship more valuable than my relationship with work because I can get another job. I can't, and I'm not saying that every friendship is friends do change. But when my biggest thing about being an entrepreneur, what drove me to pursue it was my ability to be available for my friends and my family. Family first, then friends. I wanted to have the opportunity, if I needed to be somewhere, to my nephew's soccer game in the rain, how it was the other day. I was not tied to a desk. I was not tied to somebody telling me I had to be there. So in my mind frame, I'm not saying job isn't important, but I was just thinking is our ambition weeding out the value we see in community? Because realistically, in my mind, when I think I would have did my list a little bit different. It would have been God, my spouse, family. I don't have kids yet, so they would have been right underneath the kid, family. I mean, kids and family. But I just don't think that we value community because the job would dispose of you.
I would say that it's one of the things that I'm learning as a single woman with no kids as well, right? That there is an order when it comes to married, and then where it comes to singleness. I believe singleness thrives in community, right? but we also have to be mindful of knowing what's God ordered, because if He purposed us to be single in our fullness of devoted, I think we can kind of gauge where He wants us in our work. You know, so it's like our work is not in the sense of taking that job as a priority, in the sense of, oh, it's more better than my family,
right?
But in a sense, it's like if He equipped you to go there, that's your work unto Him,
right?
And in that you're still in community, because the people that you're there, you're talking to them. You know,
I don't know the people.
In a way,
I don't know.
Right? In a way, it's like it's still part of community, but you have to find the harmony to where it's like you don't want to overwork. You don't want to be a workaholic, because I believe that you can also be a workaholic in ministry as well, right? So it's like you have to find the balance to where it's like I'm doing my work, but my work doesn't override my relationships with my family.
So I think that that's where we are.
Yeah. I'm hearing relationally as well. I hear a relational hierarchy, and then I hear God hierarchy in two. So what I'm hearing is, okay, if God said this is how this falls. When I hear us talking as women, we speak relationally, humanly, emotionally.
Yeah.
So no, my girl isn't going to. I'm going to let you know, I went to Vegas for my best friend's wedding anniversary / vow renewal. I did not work. I was asked to work. I did not work. I was asked to take clients. I did not take clients.
Yeah.
Because that's my girl. Yeah. Emotionally, relationally, yes. Had, and God forbid, but speaking for an example, if I was about to lose my house,
yes,
and the hierarchy is being moved, prioritized, I can't go to Vegas. You and I can do something else.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But my family is priority.
So, okay, in that aspect, so I think that's my thing. I think that from this person,
sure,
it was a hard job than friends. So, okay. So it was a hard, so for me, I think I want it to be fluid. Like the initial three are, they gonna stay there. God, spouse, kids. But like you said, situational. Of course, like if you got bills, no, my friend has to understand.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that because like I'm not gonna be on the street for my friend. But I think from what I'm seeing on social media, it's this whole get your bag, you're living your best life, and I don't see where there is consideration for not just friends, not just community, but even spouse, because we're hyper focused on selfish ambition. So my question for you is, do you believe selfish ambition is making us lonely? And I wanted to give y'all real quick some, did I put it in here? I hope I did. Some facts about loneliness that I found out. They said that
it's high.
Yes.
It's high.
It's like,
it's very high. I bet
30%. I'm gonna be mad about it.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's 30%, I believe, and then also across the board, and then also women are more lonely than men. However, they say men do not report it, so that's kind of where it's skewed. So I just was wondering if we're out here pursuing like get this bag. Do we think that selfish ambition is leading to us being lonely?
I believe so. I also believe that the people who are were attempting to get the bag really don't have the bag. So it is the constant pursuit of getting the bag.
Okay, because I'm gonna give you facts for that.
Okay.
So everybody online is saying they're making 6 figures. So I looked it up.
Yeah. Where?
So in America, in the US of A, the median amount of what people are making is $37,000 $585. But everybody online is making 6 figures. So you think it's the constant pursuit?
It's a constant pursuit. Let me just let you know, as a business owner, I thought I was rich last week. This week, you see me on this corner with a tin can with a little BB in it. It was because we tried. Next week,
Oh man.
I might have to hold a sign up. But the week after that, I might be rich again. So you tell me, I don't know who and I'm not saying that everybody's not making 6 figures.
Right.
I know of some people
Oh, absolutely.
who have broken the 6 figure part. I love it. I pray the same for me.
Come on.
Melissa,
All 3 of us.
yeah, this is the
All
one.
4 of us.
All of us, right? However, I think the drug of the masses is social media at this moment.
Mhm.
So when you have that selfish ambition, I'm attempting to get my bag. So this is what it looks like with me not sleeping. The team don't sleep. You
I
sleep.
need that.
You gotta wake up at 4
I need
o'clock.
that.
Get your rest.
Sir, I'm going to bed.
I need that.
Get your
I'm waking
rest.
up at 9.
Mhm.
Okay? And I'm taking nap at 1. You know, but it is the constant pursuit which keeps us in a state of selfish ambition because it's no longer the mission.
Mhm.
It is no longer the wanting to help. It is what can I do to line my pockets so I can flex.
Facts.
Selfish ambition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
I kind of agree with it. I noticed in myself
Mhm.
that I never recognized that I was walking in selfish ambition. And in the moments, it did cause loneliness to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
To where it's like, I think it goes back to as a Black woman who doesn't have a family in her 30s and doesn't have any kids, it's kind of like you said, social media is like, hey, well, you don't have family, you don't have a spouse, so it's like, go get the bag, like put yourself out there and things like that. And then it's like you have this struggle to where it's like, but I want family and I want relationships,
Right.
I want community and things like that. So it's like a hierarchy that you said. It's like I'm struggling with the two, and it's like, how do I bridge the harmony to where it's like I can have this and do this, and not be in a state of loneliness.
Sure.
To where I'm like, now I'm just trying to feel the loneliness for everything and stuff like that. So it's like, I think it's a struggle.
Yeah.
In a moment, but you definitely need to like figure out like, where are you, and then ask God. It's like, God, what do you want me to do? Who you want me to connect with? Who you want me to bridge the gap with? If I'm praying for marriage, definitely one day we'll be married.
Right.
But also, it's like it's social media has become. I really think social media has become a god.
Yeah.
It's a whole idol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a god.
That is where we have defined who we are.
Yes.
We have defined what success is.
Yes.
And I think that is the part of where we're getting it wrong. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with being ambitious.
Yes.
But I think that we have taken other people's lives and we've copied and pasted it on us. And like, you might not be equipped for that. You might not be chosen to do that. And we are just mimicking, like we are turning into like robots of each other.
Yeah.
When it's like, no, we're all unique. We all are put here for something different.
Yeah.
And I think that is where selfish ambition comes in, because it's like, I want to take a vacation. I want to do all of these things. And we don't see that there's a process to getting to that. That, like, one of my favorite people that I love on social media, I've watched her for the past 10 years build her business. In the first year, for a lot, she was pushing a cart with her.
Mia Ray.
Yes, I love Mia Ray, and I have watched her get. But it's been 10 years, and so
That's the one.
Yes.
we don't recognize that pursuing any dream. I hope God gave a dream. it requires persistence
Sure.
and detours and a whole lot of other things, and we don't talk about
It's a
those.
process.
Yeah.
I think we're trying to skip the process.
Yeah.
You want to skip the process, and not only that, not put God first, and instead of us being replicated in God's image, now we look like little versions of each other on social media.
And
We want to look like this person. We want to look like this person. So not only do you look like Tabitha Brown, but you also look like what's this another social media? And I'm just giving her an example. I'm not trying to put Miss Brown out there. Hey, how you doing? But hi. But you start looking like this person, and now you look like. So now you have a little miniature replication of a puzzle pieces of all these different people. They're not you. You have this crazy self-ambition, pride, all this stuff, and you're supposed to look like the concrete image of God. You were made in His image. So now you don't have any idea who you are. You're lonely, and then you have pieces of you missing.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tina's telling me I have to wrap it up. So I am going to give y'all flowers.
I love y'all.
So we know we did it last time, but I feel like flowers, you should hear it anytime. It's something that I wanted to add into the segment of where people are celebrated, because we don't do it enough.
Sure.
So finally, Melissa, you are a blessing. To know Melissa is a blessing. To call her your friend is God's favor. There are not many people in this world who are as selfless, faithful, and as loyal as she is. The anointing on her life commands the attention of any room she walks in. I have been fortunate and favored to love her for over 30 years. She has walked with me through every season, stuck closer to me than any brother, and loved me far beyond the implications of a friend. I am one of the luckiest people on the earth because she is my best friend. And if anyone messes with her, we're fighting on sight. Jessica.
I know. I was about to say yes, my girl Jessica.
That was your
I love you, Jessica.
Okay, so we got fresh flowers for you. It says, to my bestie, we met when you used your gift of photography. Now God unlocked another gift, your voice.
Wow.
Your realness and commitment to sharing truth is beautiful. Now the world gets to hear your story and see the evidence of light and darkness. Your bestie, Audrey.
Thank you.
So if you enjoyed this episode of Seated with Strangers, you definitely, should tune in. You should tell somebody about it. You should also check out how you can become a part of our dinner parties and all the things. I will make sure in the show notes to give you the details of the food, how you can connect with the ladies, and how you can keep up with what we're doing on Seated with Strangers. Until next time. Bye.